Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. So I know it's been a little bit since I made videos. I'm getting tired of saying that in the beginning of videos, so you know, I don't always make videos. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But anyway, got a couple good updates. The first one is well, the Scat Pack. In one of the last videos I mentioned I bought a Hellcat transmission and I was trying to decide on whether or not I wanted to build that trans or if I wanted to just put it in as is. Well, after a lot of consideration, I spoke with a few transmission companies, Hellraiser, Performance, Paramount. I looked into it a whole bunch, and the best advice that I got was, since it's a brand new transmission, building it is probably not a good idea, given that it's brand new. It's not likely to fail for a while, even at the higher power levels. So everybody felt that I should just kind of roll the dice and just leave it as is. And if there's a problem with it, which is unlikely to happen, then I can build it. But they said HP 90 with 1,000 horsepower, so should be fine. So I'm gonna just roll the dice on the trans. It's gonna be like one of the few parts in the car that aren't built, but I think that's gonna be the right thing to do. That's gonna drive the cost way down. You know, I'm not gonna have to pay to get it built. So it's just going to be the cost of the transmission, which I think was like $5,300, and the install and everything, which I'm thinking is probably going to cost around I don't know, 1,000 or two. But anyway, let's pull out the car. I haven't been driving the Scat Pack at all, unfortunately. I've been driving my awesome Titan here. As you can see, my Titan is awesome. And another thing I did, oh yeah, I put solar panels on it, but I'll get into that in another video. People aren't as interested in this thing, and this is kind of just like my family bug out vehicle, and I feel like it works really well for that. But in another video I'll talk about the solar setup and all that, if anyone cares. Anyway, let's pull out the Scat Pack. It's going to be an ice cold start because I haven't turned on the car in a long time. I actually I was messing around with the truck, using the truck to charge the car. I'm just a nerd. The old Scatty here. I probably haven't driven this thing in like a solid 2 weeks. Haven't even turned it on. The battery was dead as a doornail. So I charged it up with my trusty Victron charger using my truck and the solar and everything. So this thing's partially powered by solar now. At least the battery is. But it said it was all charged up, so I'm pretty confident there. And I'm not sure if you're supposed to charge it from those things, but whatever, I did. And it seems like it charged, so. As you know, getting to the battery in the back when the car's dead is not easy. Especially me, I'm 6'3". I'm not sure if you can tell how tall I am, but tall. So crawling through the car, no, not doing that. All right, let's fire it up. Let's fire it up for the first time in 2 weeks. It's going to be an ice cold start. So turning this thing on brings me to the next thing that is kind of an issue. Not really an issue, but I hate to say it because I didn't really think it was the case, but I'm starting to realize that it is the case. Because this thing is so damn loud and obnoxious, I often don't want to take it just because how much of a spectacle it is anytime I bring it somewhere. It like, I don't know, I don't want to say that I don't like the attention or something like that. I don't think it's that exactly. It's just, it's kind of obnoxious. So as much as I hate it, I think it's time to go big mufflers on this thing. I want to quiet it down a bunch. I've rocked it loud for quite a while. Hopefully a lot of you guys got to hear it. It sounds awesome. Super loud. It's like, it's probably a lot louder in person than you really think it is. It's extremely loud. So I need to get mufflers for it. So any suggestions on some mufflers? I want to make it quiet, and I think just putting the stock ones back on isn't gonna quite do that. I think it's just gonna mellow it a tiny bit. I don't want it to be like quiet, but I don't want it to be like piercing loud, but I still want the nice cam rumble sound. So I don't really know what to do, and it's been bugging me for a while, and it's kind of like, it's kind of made it where the car is not as enjoyable to drive, and I don't know what to do about it because I don't want to make it too quiet. And I don't want to spend a bunch of money, so I don't know. Anyway, it's a stupid problem, but it is a problem. It's just, I would like it to be quiet, like when I'm just daily driving, like when you're just gonna go down to the store or something like that. You don't want, you know, the whole neighborhood to know necessarily. You know, you don't want it to be like a spectacle. So I find myself just using this as like my toy, and not as like my daily driver, when this is what I wanted it to be. I'm driving the Pilot around everywhere. And if you guys recall, I was complaining about driving the Pilot before. Now I got my Scat Pack here, and it just sits in the damn garage all the time. So I don't know. It's a stupid problem. Much people probably make fun of me, but whatever. It's not the power or anything. It's just really loud, and I've had loud cars, but I'm a lot older now than when I had the loud cars. And I have kids now, and I didn't really then, or I don't know. So that's the other thing with the exhaust. I'm gonna make it quieter. So some suggestions on what mufflers to like make it tame. Still good sound, but tame. Like something like, I'm fine with it being louder than like a stock Scat with muffler deletes like that. I don't need it to be quiet. I just want it to be like not piercing loud, not like insane loud where it's like not wake up the neighborhood loud, if that makes sense. And on the other note with the transmission, so once I get my plan was, and you guys tell me what you think of this, was when I get the transmission installed, at that point I can have him tune it for E85 and install the E85, the flex fuel, not flex fuel, but just the ethanol content sensor. There's no flex fuel for these cars, unfortunately. I love flex fuel, but the ethanol content sensor, so I can fill it up with either ethanol or with gasoline, and my content sensor will make sure that I have enough ethanol in there to run the ethanol map, and that I don't have too much ethanol to run the normal 91 map. It's just an added safety thing that I want personally, because I hear too many horror stories of getting ethanol that's not enough. But anyway, so I was gonna have him tune it on E85 when he puts the transmission on there, and just see how much power he can get out of it, and then maybe take it to the track like that, put some slicks on it, and see if I can break something or break some records, whatever happens. Yeah, because on E85, Pites was confident he can get another 100 plus horsepower out of it, because it's a really mild tune right now on 93. So anyway, that's the story. That's the status on the car. So very soon I'm going to be taking it to Pites, probably this week, to have them start working on the transmission. And I don't think that'll take a whole bunch of time, but we will see. But anyway, I'm really glad to have the car, and the reason why I didn't take it to the track again, because I was going to put it on the tires and take it to the track, is because I don't want to break this transmission now, because I have a nice HP70 that works, that's in the car now. It only has 12,000 hard miles on it, but it's not like, you know, it's not like, it could still be used for someone else. And if I go try to launch this thing on a tire, there's a chance it might not be able to be used for anyone else. So I'm just trying to be conservative. I was fine with it breaking when I didn't have another transmission to put in it. now I do, so I don't want to break it anymore. That's gonna be it for now. Sorry, kind of a boring video, just talked, but I just wanted to give the updates on the car so you would know what's going on. And I will make some update videos on the truck, explaining the solar system and just how it works and all that cool stuff. So that's gonna be it for now. I just wanted to provide those updates, and you guys tell me what you think on the mufflers and on the whole transmission plan on not getting it built. I think that's they're gonna be the way to go. I think not building a transmission is like kind of the right thing to do, and I almost wanted to build it just so people wouldn't make fun of me and say, oh, you're just turning your car into a Hellcat. But that's another thing. I'll make a video because at this moment I've spent about the exact same cost as a Hellcat would have cost me. And as you know, I have crazy triple pump fuel system, Forge 426. I make way more power than a Hellcat, stock at least, and I'm more reliable than a modded Hellcat, maybe not so much on the power. But anyway, I'll make a whole video talking about that. I just thought that would be an interesting thing, since we're right about the $60-something thousand, right about the cost that it would be for a Hellcat, because I've put about 25 grand into this car at this moment in mods. So anyway, that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe. Peace.
Just a pilot in his cockpit seated. Black leather on his ass, keep a hustler heated. Weed is engaged in the pavement. Rubber escorts like I'm seeking arrangement. Push the gas, escalate the gauges, escalate hits on the key.